There's a certain kind of pain that turns people dangerous. Not failure, not humiliation, rejection. Especially when someone spends their entire life believing they were chosen. Because people who were told early, by someone who mattered, that they were exceptional, don't forget what they're owed.
The universe has brought us the Dragon Warrior.
What?
What? What? What?
And the worst part, Tai Lung didn't become evil because he loved power. He became evil because he built his entire identity around being loved for achievement. That's what makes him terrifying. Because a lot of people watching this are doing the exact same thing. Some people build entire lives around a nod that never came. Tai Lung just happened to destroy a valley over it. Let me tell you about a snow leopard no one could prepare for. Tai Lung was found as an infant, abandoned at the steps of the Jade Palace. No family, no name, no explanation for who left him or why. Master Shifu took him in. And here's where things get quietly complicated. Not because of what Shifu gave him, because of how he gave it. Shifu didn't just adopt Tai Lung, he built him. From the beginning, Shifu watched this cub with something beyond paternal love, professional awe, because Tai Lung was extraordinary. Naturally gifted in ways most warriors spend decades chasing. And so, Shifu did what ambitious mentors often do. He told him, "You have great potential. You could be the best. You are destined for greatness." Tai Lung believed him. Why wouldn't he? The man who raised him said so. The results confirmed it. He trained until his bones cracked. He mastered 1,000 scrolls of Kung Fu. By every measurable standard, he was the best. The Dragon Warrior title stopped feeling like a prize. It felt inevitable, like paperwork at the end of a deal already made. Until the day Oogway looked at him and said, no. Not yet. Not you need more time. Just no. A darkness in his spirit. A greed in his ambition. Not worthy. And this is the moment the film quietly destroys him. Tai Lung's eyes don't go to Oogway. They go to Shifu. Desperate. Say something. Stand up for me. Tell him I'm the one. And Shifu says nothing. That silence is the wound. Not Oogway's judgment. Shifu's silence. Everything after that moment, the rage, the prison, the 20 years of patient fury, all of it begins there.
And Shifu had to destroy what he had created. But how could he?
When the person who built you stood there and let you fall. He didn't train for the Dragon Scroll. He trained for the nod. Now here's the question the film quietly places in front of you. Po was also abandoned as a child. Also raised by someone who wasn't his biological father. Also dreamed of greatness. So why isn't he Tai Lung? Because the difference isn't the wound, it's the source of worth.
Do you want to learn Kung Fu?
Yeah,
then I am your master. Okay.
Po loved Kung Fu itself, the joy, the wonder, the practice. Tai Lung loved what Kung Fu represented: recognition, validation, proof. Intrinsic motivation survives rejection. Externally anchored identity cannot. One bends, the other shatters. Watch what Tai Lung actually learns during training. Not Kung Fu, an equation. Excellence equals love. Achievement equals worth. Performance equals belonging. Children who are loved only when exceptional become adults who fear being ordinary. And the system rewarded him. Every scroll mastered, every opponent defeated, every impossible feat completed. The warmth came back, reliably, until it didn't. And that's the hidden danger of externally anchored identity. Once your worth is outsourced, rejection stops feeling temporary. It feels existential. Tai Lung didn't lose a title. He lost the only framework explaining who he was. Machiavelli understood something dangerous. People do not move on peacefully when they believe something rightful was taken from them. They wait. And Tai Lung waited 20 years, motionless, cold, certain the world still owed him something. Some people don't move on. They sharpen.
Who are you supposed to be?
Well, I'm Incrediboy.
What? No. You're that kid from the fan club. Brody. Buddy!
My name is Incrediboy.
Now compare Tai Lung to Syndrome. Same wound, different weapon.
You always say be true to yourself, but you never say which part of yourself to be true to. Well, I finally figured out who I am. I am your ward. Incrediboy!
Buddy Pine structured his entire identity around admiration. And when Mr. Incredible rejected him publicly, the system collapsed.
Fly home, buddy. I work alone.
It tore me apart. But I learned an important lesson. You can't count on anyone, especially your heroes.
But here's the key difference. Tai Lung wanted recognition restored. Syndrome wanted the entire category of exceptional people destroyed. Tai Lung says the Dragon Scroll was mine. Syndrome says if everyone is super, no one will be. One wants the crown, one burns the palace. And both villains were failed upstream. The mentor's failure always comes before the villain's rage. Every time. Some people don't want power. They want proof they mattered. Let me ask you something. Have you ever trained for something and then watched the recognition go somewhere else? Not because you failed. You didn't fail. By every measurable standard, you were the one. And you stayed professional. But something happened inside. Because we don't just want the reward. We want the proof. Proof that the sacrifice meant something. The effort was visible. The person who believed in us was right. And when the proof never arrives, it feels like theft. Modern society creates Tai Lungs everywhere. We just don't call them villains. We call them high performers. Some people build entire careers powered by revenge no one else can see. And now we get to Lance Armstrong. Not just a cyclist, a man who survived cancer, then rebuilt himself into a symbol of impossible human triumph.
The cynics and the skeptics, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry you can't dream big, and I'm sorry you don't believe in miracles. But this is one hell of a race. This is a great sporting event, and you should stand around and believe.
His identity became load-bearing. I survived death, then became unbeatable. And when the accusations threatened that identity, he didn't respond with transparency. He responded like Tai Lung in a prison cell. Cold, patient, strategic. He sued journalists, destroyed reputations, silenced witnesses. Not because he thought he was evil, because inside his framework, he believed he was owed this.
Did you ever take banned substances to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
That's the terrifying part. People become most dangerous when they mistake being wronged for being justified.
Yeah, I rotted in jail for 20 years because of your weakness. Obeying your master is not weakness.
Who filled my head with dreams? Who drove me to train until my bones cracked? He's not wrong about the facts. He is catastrophically wrong about the conclusion. A frightening number of adults are still organizing their lives around one missing nod. Tai Lung should have won. Not physically, emotionally. He trained harder, sacrificed more, wanted it longer. And that's what makes his story so uncomfortable. Because a lot of people secretly believe life owes them recognition for suffering. But Kung Fu Panda's deeper message is brutal. Effort alone does not make you worthy. The Dragon Scroll reveals the truth. There is no secret ingredient, no chosen one, no external object that finally makes you enough.
To make something special, you just have to believe it's special.
There is no secret ingredient.
Po understands that. Tai Lung never could. Because Tai Lung spent his entire life believing worth was something granted by others. Titles, approval, destiny. And the moment those disappeared, so did he.
What?
There is no secret ingredient. It's just you.
And maybe that's why Tai Lung still feels so painfully real. Because modern society mass produces this psychology. Children praised only when exceptional. Adults terrified of becoming ordinary. We don't call this trauma anymore. We call it ambition. Some people build entire lives around a nod that never came. And when injustice becomes identity, you stop being free. Tai Lung was extraordinary. Shifu did fail him. Oogway's judgment was debatable. None of that made him free.
I'm glad Shifu sent you. I was beginning to think I'd been forgotten. Fly back there and tell them the real Dragon Warrior is coming home.
Tai Lung's real tragedy isn't that he was denied the Dragon Scroll. It's that he never stopped waiting for Shifu to stand up. Even in the final fight, underneath all the rage, he's still asking the same question. Did I make you proud? 20 years, a prison break, a destroyed valley, and underneath all of it, a son asking a father if he was enough. The question was never whether you were wronged. The question is, how long are you willing to stay in the prison, organizing your life around proving it? Tai Lung broke because destiny rejected him. But the next villain, he was never chasing destiny. He was trying to outrun fear. Some villains become monsters after rejection. Others become monsters because they cannot accept what they were born to become. And when fear controls someone long enough, they stop protecting themselves. They start trying to control the future itself.
But this is.
Search the farthest villages. Find more metal.
China will be mine.
If this episode hit a little too close to home, that's the point. Your Hidden Playbook isn't about villains. It's about the hidden patterns shaping people. So if you want to understand manipulation, shame, revenge, power, rejection, subscribe. Because the most dangerous villains usually reveal something true about us. And if you missed our episodes on Lotso and rejection, Jafar and temptation, Ursula and manipulation, click the thumbnails on screen now, because all of these villains are playing the same game, just with different masks.